Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. You're watching KSAT's 9 at Night. I'm Stephania Jimenez. Tonight, we start with a message that the Archbishop of San Antonio has for Governor Greg Abbott. Change. That is exactly what the leader of the San Antonio Archdiocese wants from the governor after Uvalde. For the past 2.5 months, Archbishop Gustavo Garcia Siller has been traveling to Uvalde to help people in that city heal from the tragedy. As you know, on May 24th, a gunman killed 19 kids and 2 adults at Robb Elementary. And in an emotional interview with ABC's John Quinones, the Archbishop says that the community is looking for trust. He wants Governor Abbott to put politics aside.
I know soon is coming midterms, and there are many other issues. This is not the only issue in Texas or in the U.S. or in the world. But there are always opportunities to love in little ways. And that builds trust, and people heal.
That message comes after the governor visited with the families of the 21 victims last week. Family members asked the governor about gun reform and school safety. Speaking of safety, in just a little over a week, we're going to learn the fate of Uvalde District Police Chief Pete Arredondo. Now, some parents want him out. They don't like the way that he handled the shooting. Right now, he's on unpaid leave from his job. And on August 24th, Uvalde school board members are going to discuss whether Arredondo is keeping his job. That meeting is at 5:30 p.m. in the Benson boardroom, and it's open to the public. You can watch it live. KSAT is going to live stream it on our website. Tonight, a jury convicted a man for the brutal killing of a woman back in 2020. Rafael Castillo has been on trial since last week. He was charged with the first-degree murder of Nicole Perry. Castillo attacked her with an axe and a machete. Her body was found dumped off W.W. White Road in November of 2020. And now that the jury found him guilty, we're soon going to find out how long Castillo is going to spend in prison. The punishment phase of his trial begins tomorrow. $2 million? We're learning that that's how much money the newly announced CEO of ERCOT is going to make every year. His name is Pablo Vegas. He's a utility executive from Ohio. And here's how his salary breaks down. His annual base pay is $990,000. At the end of this year, he's getting a one-time bonus of nearly $250,000, and that's along with a $500,000 for relocation assistance. ERCOT and the Public Utility Commission that controls the power grid for most of Texas approved Vegas's contract. Vegas is also going to get 25 days of vacation a year. Now, speaking of the utility, you could get some of your CPS bill money back. The utility pays the city of San Antonio a portion of its revenues, and those revenues have shot up. You know why. Energy prices are up, so are temperatures. So the city is taking in tens of millions more dollars than it expected to. So now the question is what to do with the money. City staff and some council members want to send a chunk of it back to you, the CPS customers. It would show up as a credit on your October bills, and those credits would be based on energy usage during July. So the average residential customer would get about $31. District 9's John Courage wants to give back $75, but he only wants to do it with CPS customers who live inside city limits.
I just can't justify that myself. And so I hope that as we look at this, we're going to focus on making sure any benefit that's received from the city giving its resources is going to go to city residents. And I say, too, I don't think it needs to go to businesses.
There's also a push to use the money to prepare for more extreme weather through efforts like weatherizing homes. But still, council members, they have not decided on this. Mayor Ron Nirenberg said the council is going to discuss this again before they pass the budget. Speaking of budgets and money, have you filled your tank lately? Because gas prices are down. They're averaging about $3.15 a gallon at several stations around town. We checked for you. That's more than $1 less than what we were paying per gallon back in June. And let me tell you, drivers are noticing.
This right now, I think is 60.
Okay, what's the most it ever cost you?
105.
Yeah, that's a lot. Now, one reason that prices are down is because oil is cheaper. It's down to $92 a barrel. That was the price today, and that's the lowest since before the Ukraine invasion. And if oil continues to drop, you can expect the price at the pump to follow. The students at the San Antonio School District wrapped up their first day of classes today, and it was extra special for students at Burbank High School. They walked into their brand new main building. The $78 million project was part of the 2016 SAISD bond, and it includes a skywalk, open classrooms, workspaces, and smart technology. And we hope that they have an awesome school year. Really nice school. So now here's your forecast with meteorologist Adam Caskey.
After some good soaking rain in parts of South Texas the past few days, we're going to be dry on your Wednesday. Low clouds in the morning may look like they could rain at any moment, but mainly just low cloud cover early, then some sunshine. 77 at 7 a.m. by 5 p.m. 97 degrees the high temperature, and I think most of us in the mid to upper 90s. Even Von Army 98, Lavernia 98, and Stone Oak about 97 for the high. A 20% chance late on Thursday of a few showers, and then 30% as we go into Friday. A very weak frontal boundary is going to drop in and stall out before it washes out on Saturday. And then on Sunday, some tropical moisture could move in, but still it looks like just a 20% chance of a few showers. Highs, generally speaking, right below 100, but wouldn't surprise me if we hit it on Thursday and then again on Tuesday.
I'm digging all those rain chances, even if it is just very little. All right. First Lady Jill Biden has COVID. The White House says that she started to show cold-like symptoms last night. She first tested negative on a rapid test, but then a second PCR test came back positive. Now she's fully vaccinated, double boosted. She's going to be taking Paxlovid and isolating for at least 5 days. Meanwhile, President Biden, he continues to test negative. As you remember, he came down with COVID-19 last month. Tonight, a huge milestone for people with hearing loss. Soon, you're going to be able to get hearing aids over the counter. Starting October, people over the age of 18 with mild to moderate hearing impairment can buy certain hearing aids from stores or online for less money. The FDA just finalized a rule to make this happen. Health experts say that hearing loss is common. Problem is, insurance doesn't always cover hearing aids, and they can cost thousands of dollars just for a pair. Now stick around because we have a lot to talk about tonight on the Nightbeat. First up, remember the unwelcome guest who exposed himself on a home security camera? We told you about this last week. San Antonio police said the incident was not an active investigation, but hold on, because that's changed. We'll tell you why. Also, a first-hand look at the San Antonio district's new security system. You're going to see how it's protecting students, and an announcement that many people have waited to hear. We're hearing from the families in Uvalde just days before Pete Arredondo's future is decided at Uvalde CISD. And that's on the Nightbeat. Now tomorrow, let's talk about that. It's the perfect day to go out and enjoy yourself. In fact, have you ever tried belly dancing? Because there's going to be a free class at the Will Naylor Smith Riverwalk Plaza. The address is right there on your screen. Classes from 7 to 8. Or hey, maybe you want to do something a lot more low-key. How about a movie? Cruella is playing at Commons Park on La Cantera Parkway. That show starts at 7:30. And yes, my friends, it is also free. Now, before we go, the Girl Scouts have a new cookie. Check it out. It's called the Raspberry Rally. Think of it as a sister cookie to Thin Mints. It's infused with raspberry flavor instead of mint, and it's dipped in that same chocolate coating. Looks the same. So how do you get it? Well, Raspberry Rally is going to be the first Girl Scout cookie that you can only buy online. And you can get them during the 2023 cookie season, which runs January to April. Sounds pretty good. We'll have to leave it right there. Thank you so much for your company tonight. Stay cool, and we'll see you tomorrow.